up at a place called Pie in the Sky at Mount, where is it? Cowan or Mount Cola or somewhere like that. Trying to bike places. You've got to have hobbies, there's no doubt about it. You've got to have hobbies. Several hobbies if you can. This is a way of keeping in touch with yourself, your self-awareness and your time. Investing your time into things that you love, along with having time in your relationships and stuff like that. I'm a bit of a Sigma male. I never mind my own company, and I'll spend time either thinking or doing things that I love. And if you run into somebody and they say you're codependent, I can guarantee 100% of the time they're going to be codependent. If it's not on themselves, they'll be codependent on their children, they'll be codependent on their substances, they'll be codependent on something. I can guarantee you, whatever that's going to be, it'll surface, believe me. But if you're not codependent, then you really are in a special category of people, fortunate group of people in the world. I guess you can be too independent and not have the skills to be able to navigate yourself in a relationship, but you can be codependent as well and not have the skills to navigate yourself through a relationship. People are codependent on drugs, people are codependent on hobbies. You've got to be careful how you manage your hobbies and how you're going to manage your time with that, not to be negligent to the people that you care about and care about you. There's so many things that can cause relationships to fail, and it comes down to what we understand and what we're willing to tolerate for our mental health. See, a relationship without mental health is no different to being a prisoner in a cell. You'll have to allow that person to entrain you or condition you to be able to cope with the dysfunctions and habits. And once you're being entrained or conditioned, it's very hard to unravel the psychological imprint that leaves on your mind. Because if the relationship fails, and it possibly will if people are on substances and things like this, and you're not, they are going to show their true person. At some point or another, they are going to jump out at you like Frankenstein and go, this is who I really am. And they're going to be pissed, or they're going to be stoned, or they're going to be on tablets, excess tablets. Or something's going to happen, and these people thrive on it. They love it. And you have to be bulletproof. You have to be able to go, well, I've given this person a fair go. I've given this person a fair chance. They come into my life just as much as I went into theirs. I've given the best that I can, the understanding and tolerance and wisdom that I can. I've shared the best of myself as far as I can. I've shared all the things that I know about the life that I've had and how to be a man as best as I can. without anything expected in return except the same. I've been in marriages where outside influences, both marriages, destroyed it. My first wife became housing commission. My second wife became subject to illnesses, mental illnesses, and being a babysitter for a bully daughter and a wife to her infantile son. I've seen these people psychologically assault, vandalize and abuse their parents. These people, they've had no consideration for boundaries at all. Covert emotional incest will pull you apart from the inside out because it works on your bond, it works on your love for that person and starts to sabotage it micro-incrementally. So while you're getting closer to the person, the covert emotional incest can be getting closer to sabotaging you bit by bit, and you won't see it coming if you don't know anything about it. And as you have just gotten as close as you can at that point with the person that you're with, there'll be a sudden shock, a jolt. They'll create a distance, they'll create reasons for it. And what it will be your partner working subject to their covert emotional incestual partner. There's been a complaint, there's been an objection, there's been an assault on your partner as to your presence in the dynamic. Now the triangulation starts. It'll start off with soft, gentle, micro-incremental ghosting. You might find the person starts turning up late without ringing you beforehand to let you know. They used to text, I'm going to be 5 minutes late, I'm going to be half an hour late. They start to disappear, those texts. They just turn up late, and now you're having to chastise the person you're in the relationship with. They don't normally tell you that they're under emotional assault, abuse and vandalism from their covert emotional incestual relationship with the parent or the adult child. They're complaining about you, they're whinging about you, they're destructively defaming you and destroying you behind your back to your partner. You'll find your partner will become confused, distant, unsure. They'll lose confidence. They'll begin to try and measure who you really are and what you're really about. But they'll do it under the warped, delusional illusion of the covert emotional incestual influence, which will be coming again from the parent or the adult child, depending on what part you're playing in this. It's deep and it's vicious. So as you're moving in closer, behind your back, they're moving away further, but they ain't telling you that. This is how it works. As you're moving in, they're moving back, because as you are taking the supply from the in my case, I was with single mothers. As I'm taking the supply of the single mother in exchange for the masculine supply, it's depleting the psychological, emotional supply towards the covert emotional incest. And this will be confronted with objection, fierce objection. I've seen them stand their parents in the corner and come home. I've seen a 10-year-old strangling his mother. I've seen a 20-year-old verbally abusing his mother to the point where he should have been taken away in a straitjacket in the back of a paddy wagon several times. Excuse me. I've seen adult males whinging to their mother about the attention being taken away from them by me. Sorry, viewers. I've seen these people go sullen, sulk, feign sickness, feign headaches, and you're trying to move in closer, and because these people on the opposite side of the covert emotional incest are aware of the fact that they might lose more supply, their grab at attention will become more vicious, more overt, more obvious, and it'll even become offensive. It'll even start to manifest in front of you, where they'll come up behind them. I've seen them come up behind their mother and start smelling and kissing them on the neck. I come out into the kitchen one day and the son was kissing his mother on the lips. Just a quick kiss on the lips just as I come out. I've seen them come up behind the mother and just cup underneath the mother's breasts, and the mother just, with a startled look on their face because I was there, contort, and this causes and covert rage inside the son. I've seen the mothers brush their breasts up against their sons. I've seen daughters sit on their father's lap in a way in which it's not appropriate. And so while you're growing closer, these people are trying to show you, we have a covert emotional incestual relationship. And you start to ask yourself, am I jealous of these? Well, I can't be jealous. It's not a boyfriend. It's not an affair. But emotionally it is an affair. Emotionally, the parent is molesting the child. It's abuse. It's a subtle form of psychological abuse. And the psychologists say the effects of it are not much different to the physical effects of covert emotional abuse. The sexual, full-blown sexual incest has the same effect, slightly worse than the emotional incest. They're both molesting each other, these people that are in it. And therefore, as you're trying to build the relationship, it's being vandalized. You can't build it because it's being vandalized emotionally by the covert emotional incestual relationship. These people are emotionally intimate when you're not around. And if they do it in front of you, they're saying to you, if you can handle this, then you can handle me. But once you've seen it and they're aware of it, the opposing partner, they'll do everything they can to ostracize you from the presence of that person. And if the person that you're with doesn't act on it straight away, which they won't, then the relationship may as well be over. Because while you're trying to get closer and build, these people are just getting distant and not building, and you'll find you'll just become an instrument for sex. Because they've got their emotional attachment with the child or with the parent. And you'll just become a convenient instrument for sex. And you'll be emotionally starved, and this leaves an imprint on your mental health. You'll come home early and there'll be a car out the front, it'll be the son, and the son will be laying on the lounge with the mother. And when you walk in, it'll be like, you're not welcome here. This is our relationship. I've had this happen in my own home. They talk intimate things between each other. They share personal details of their relationships with each other, which they ought not and have no right to. There's no boundaries. And this is generational. It will be passed on because these people believe it's okay, and it's not okay. They leave a trail of destruction behind them. Mental abuse, destruction. And if you don't know what covert emotional incest is, then you have no idea what's going on. You can't work out what the trouble is, and you'll be stuck in this for years and years while these people are lusting on each other and psychologically molesting each other and starving you. Because the further you go on, the closer they become, and you've got as close as you're going to become. That's as far as you'll go, sir or madam or girlfriend or boyfriend, whoever you're with. And some of these people don't even know they're doing it, but you've got to be aware of it to save yourself. You're not jealous. You're not being judgmental. You're dealing with a very serious mental connection, emotional connection, that you will not break and cannot break. It takes years and years of therapy, if somebody realizes what's going on, to come out of it. I've heard sons' testimonies that have woken up to what their mothers have done to them, and some people never recover, ever. I want to share this message to help people, to help the victims of it, the people in it as well. I don't want to lose relationships because of this dysfunctional, horrible covert emotional incest.